from Houston. It's a short kick. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all. And now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Watson. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Watson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Ready to get their next drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Tunyon. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you knew what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Watson drops it off for Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after one. Second and 4. Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this out to midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good.
From the 50, it's Watson.
First down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And just a yard to go here on second down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. To throw again on second down. Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Jonathan Ford.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off tackle run here for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd down and goal. Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Rodgers going to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good. Browns, first down.
Watson now to throw. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, it's Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Kingsley Enagbari finding a way in to bring him down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some room to run now. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Back to throw. Watson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Caught left side by Cobb. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Offense on third down tonight. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Rodgers now on first down. That's complete right side to Lazard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. He got 29 yards that time.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On the counter, here's Jones. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The kick by Crosby is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And some room to work.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Watson.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Well, at 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
To throw, Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now, has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Caught on the slant. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
Well, York on now for the extra point.
And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right?
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime, and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. And we are underway from Houston. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On first down, Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken.